Hey, my lovely, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Listen, I know I keep saying listen. 2020, 2023, I believe, or surmise that a person asked me. They said they asked me, did I work for the CIA? And I said, what? Like, I started laughing. I said, no. Like, I want to say who said that because I learned later on that the Never Highlands community where I was living, they had the feds out there. They find them. The person was horrible. I found out shootings, abandoned vehicles, drugs, prostitution, trash everywhere. It was a horrible community. And I was told since then they cleaned it up. But, I couldn't imagine, there's a different called the bottom. So when I was asked, was I work for the CIA? I'm like, what? Like, who says that? And then they asked me that in the shelter. Where was that? And then a lot of people who worked there were from North Highlands. And I said, okay. And that's why they were going to my locker, putting the satellite on top of the business structure. This is the admin. She had no authority to do that. They were following me in there. They had a security guard called Protection something, I forgot. They were following me with the Rasta wig on, my brother's Rasta wig. Meanwhile, he's incarcerated at the Walmart. And then when I moved over here where I'm at, one of the staff members, I had to shut everything down. And one of the staff members, one point, my light was turned off. And then one of the staff members came over to my apartment, walked back and forth, and kept looking at her phone. And the Mexican did the same thing too. And I said, not today. No videos today. I started laughing, So let me know. These people were both with my brother as well, and the property manager, and the judge came up there, the retired judge, came up to the shelter, Judge Mize, inquiring about me for what? He's a stalker. He's the one who put me in this issue with put me on wanted because they're in the club, you know what I mean? Well, for him, allegedly. For her, I know for a fact. And he would not change that court order. It's not even an order. It's a bogus, fraudulent document. I have to upload those documents soon before I forget, And he's been stalking me too, harassing me. That's what everybody kept